Hi and welcome back to my channel. So, I've been looking, well, okay, first of all, I've been trying I wanted to show you how I do like loose wavy curls in my hair today because I have to be at church in a few minutes and like I blow dried my hair this morning and I don't hate the way it looks, but it just looks so much better curled to me. And honestly, I'm trying to get a new profile picture and yeah, I've had the same one since like August and I know it doesn't really matter, but I don't know. I'm like, it's time to change it. So anyway, I thought it'd be fun to just show you real quick what I do. Basically, I'm kind of in a little bit of a rush. So this is obviously just like a loose wavy curl. I said curly wave. Just because my hair is super clean, like I literally washed it this morning, I'm going to put a little bit of dry shampoo in it so that it holds better. And for volume, obviously, too. And if anybody's wondering, I use Dove Fresh Coconut Dry Shampoo. It smells really good, and I like it. I'm hoping this will only take me about 5 minutes. Normally it does, but you just never know with my hair. So I'm going to start with this section, just somewhat small. I usually do 3 sections, I want to say. So I have 3 heads for this. This is like the middle size. I use this one because the other one, the curls only last like a day. And they're just like straight up waves, but these ones I like because they last just a little longer. So I want my curls to be kind of big. So basically I'm just going to split each section in half and then do like pretty big size sections like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like most of the way up, leaving just a little bit. And then I'm also not going to go all the way down. I'm going to leave like about this much, about 1 inch of hair out. And then I'm just going to hold it there for a second. And then drop it. And most of the time, I pretty much leave them like together until the very end. And then I spray them and I shake them out. Wrap flat around the iron. I feel like that's where I used to go wrong. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. Basically, like when you're wrapping your hair around a flat iron, when you're wrapping your hair around your curling iron, like I used to kind of just wrap it really roughly. But what you actually want to do, okay, that one's like almost too loose, but whatever. I'll show you a little bit more up close. I'll zoom it in. Okay, so like you want your hair to be flat against the iron. So like as you wrap, I kind of just keep it between my fingers so that it's flat, like the hair is flat, if that makes sense. Like the difference would be like if you were to twist it and then like it looks kind of twisty around the iron. That's not what you want, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just going to do that like all around my head. A couple things that I like wanted to mention, I guess, like a couple tips that have helped me a lot. I was thinking like as I was doing the time lapse, should I just keep time lapsing or should I give these tips? And I was like, I'm going to give some tips. And I'm going to curl as I give them because I'm trying not to be late. But anyway, once I get near the end, once I get near the end of my hair, like I'm at the top section, something that I'll do, instead of using the ponytail tie again, because I'm only going to have a tiny bit of hair left, what I'll do is like, I'm doing it right now. So I actually part my hair to this side. But what I do when I get near the end, just to make sure I get the bottom layers and the top layers, like if I want to still separate it, but I don't want to have to use a ponytail tie, I'll just push it over to this side, do this side first, and then push it back over and then finish, if that makes sense. Because this side doesn't have as much hair that needs to get done on it. And I don't know if you noticed, but I've actually been spraying in between sections, and I didn't mention that either. So even though I'm going to separate all of it at the end, I give it like just a light spritz of hairspray in between sections so that it just holds it and it doesn't start falling while I'm curling. Because I'm going to give it a final spray at the end, but I still want to be able to separate the curls once I get to the end. And then one other thing that I thought might be worth mentioning, if you've noticed I've done this, I used to like struggle with like which pieces were straight and which ones were curly, and I would get like confused. So what I started doing is when it's all straight, like I would do it with this section. I just put all the straight pieces to the back, and as I curl them, I pull them from the back so that they don't get mixed in with the curly pieces. So that's really helped me a lot too. And that way, like, once I get near the end, I can just kind of feel back here. I push the curls toward the front and then straight toward the back. So I can just, like, feel back there. And I can feel if there's any straight pieces that I missed. Oh, and another thing that I'll sometimes do, just depending, like, my hair is kind of, like, silky right now. So I don't really need to do this, but just because, like, sometimes I deal with frizzy up here, I'll definitely, like, brush out this top section when I curl it. I normally don't brush the other sections, but I'll brush the top one so that it doesn't get frizzy, because the top of my hair does tend to get really frizzy. So yeah, I'll grab like all of this straight hair. I'll section out the piece that I want, and then I'll put the rest in the back. And one more thing, when I get to the top, just so that I can have some volume at the root, this is the only one where I kind of go all the way up, is like at the top of my hair, the top and the front. I still leave out the bottom section like this, but I'll kind of curl a little tighter so that I get some volume up there. Because I like, when I do waves, I want them to be a little bit more voluminous, because they can, I don't know, flat waves aren't pretty, you know? I always struggle with these top sections deciding they're going to fall out too. So for me, like, I purposely curl them a little bit tighter than the other sections because I know they're going to fall. Don't you hate it when, like, you go to a hairstylist or, like, somebody will tell you something about how to do your hair and you're like, I know my hair and you don't.
So shut up.
You know? Just me. Ah, I burnt my hand. Okay. It's a little more time consuming the first time you do it. But the rest of the, like, you know, however long you wait to wash your hair, for me it's like 3 days, 4 when it's curly. Like, the other 4 days, it makes your life so much easier in the morning because you just have to, like, touch up the curls, you know, because they're just waves at that point. I'm going to give them one more quick spritz. Normally in the morning, I do my hair first so that they have a little more time to cool. But I'm just gonna, like, give them just like a couple minutes to cool. I'm gonna do one more, like, run with this dry shampoo. Then all I do is I flip my head upside down and I run my fingers through the curls. You can't see me, but, like, I, like, actually run my fingers through them. Like, I don't just shake them, because they're a little bit tighter when you do them with that wand, and I'm looking for waves. So this gives me the most volume, and I just really like the way it looks at the end of it. Spray it while it's still upside down. And then part it how you want it to be parted. And that is it. So it's like this, I think it's really pretty. Voluminous, beachy, wavy curl, and, like, since you left it out, it's kind of more straight at the bottom. And I think it's really pretty. I love it. So, yeah, we're not going to do a montage or any of that junk because your girl don't have time. I gotta go. But we'll give it one more quick spray. I'll spray underneath sometimes too for volume. I kind of like scrunch it a little bit too. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm probably very late for church. I really don't even know. But I'm gonna sign off. If you like this kind of thing, let me know in the comments. I'm literally, like, leaving as I sign off because, you know. But if you like this kind of thing, let me know in the comments. I can definitely do more hair tutorials. Like, I'm not an expert. I just have noticed that like waves are really popular, and I think that these are super practical and fast, and I like them. So I thought I'd share them with you. I feel like all in all, this probably took me about 15 minutes, maybe 20 to film. So nothing too crazy, but I will see you guys later. Love you all. God bless. Bye.